Matty Graham here from Exponential Performance Coaching. Welcome back to another Whiteboard Wednesday. Today I got a question about Tabata training. What is Tabata training? What is it all about? Can you tell me a little bit more about it? So unless you've been hiding under a rock over the last couple of years, you probably would have heard about Tabata training. But today I just want to have a little bit more of a dig into it, see what it's all about. Before we do that, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you're not going to miss out on any of the videos that I've got planned coming up. You're going to get instant notifications whenever I upload a video. Hit that button now, and then let's get over and take a look at Tabata training. So Tabata training has become very, very popular over the last couple of years in the fitness industry, and I've just got a question about what is Tabata training. Can you describe it a little bit more for me, explain it, why is it so good? So Tabata training is, again, it's just a method of training. Originally it's called Tabata training because the professor that discovered it or designed it was called Azumi Tabata. It was just his last name. Since then it's just gone crazy. Tabata is now a trademarked term. There's lots of products are specifically targeted at towards Tabata, but back at the start it was just a research project. And what it did, it compared two groups. One group exercised at 70% of their VO2 max, which is just sort of that steady intensity, 5 times a week for 1 hour per session. The other group exercised at 170% of their VO2 max, so this is super maximal. It's hard, it's just everything you've got. And they did that 4 times a week, and they did it as intervals, doing 20 seconds maximal, 10 seconds of recovery, and they did that 8 times, which gave them a total of 4 minutes per session. So over the week, this group here was doing 5 hours of exercise. This group down here was doing a total of 16 minutes of exercise. And the results showed that both groups increased their VO2 max, which is kind of to be expected, but only the interval group improved their anaerobic capacity, and they did that by 28%. So you're getting improvements both in aerobic capacity and anaerobic capacity. So what is Tabata actually? Well, all it is it's just that 20 second to 10 second work to recovery ratio. So because it's 20 seconds of work, you're working twice as long as you're recovering. It becomes very anaerobic, and because it's super maximal, 170% of your VO2 max, a lot of lactate accumulation, becomes very anaerobic very quickly, but the aerobic capacity is also stressed. So it's very anaerobic and very aerobic at the same time, which is why we get both improvements in VO2 max and anaerobic capacity. I did another video previously on high intensity interval training and the physiology behind it. If you want to check that out, I'll put a video link to that so you can go and see that as well. So you can do Tabata sets a number of different ways. In the original research they used stationary cycling, just on a bike. So you could do it cycling, running, kayaking if you wanted that specific sport-specific development. You can use bodyweight exercises. It's very common within the fitness industry now to be doing, squat jumps, press-ups, burpees, the rest of it, just to smash out a very intense session. Or you can use weighted exercises. One of the classic is a weighted front squat, 10 seconds of work, 10 seconds recovery, 8 times, total of 4 minutes. You got to know about it very, very quickly. So it's a very good training method to use if you're short of time or you want to spice things up a little bit. But again, high intensity interval training needs to be balanced well with aerobic training and recovery as well. So there you have it, Tabata in a nutshell. At the end of the day, it's just some guy's last name. It's working really hard for 20 seconds, recovering for 10 seconds, smashing yourself as hard as you can over a 4-minute period. That's pretty much it. If you've got any more questions, please let me know. I'll post a link up the top here to the high intensity interval training physiology video I did, so get over there and check that out. Or check out this video down the bottom here about whether or not you should be listening to music during your training. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel over here. That way you're never going to miss out on any of the training videos that I've got planned to upload in the future. If you've got any questions, let me know. I want to keep making the good videos for you so you can train harder, but most importantly, train smarter.